This is the Wordlife Show, hosted by Krazy on Ujima 98 FM, Tuesdays 8 till 10. Yeah.
Yo.
Say it, my brother.
I'm good, man.
Right, well, that has been the Wordlife Show.
That's nice, man. Yeah, that's it. And we out.
Bro, this is the part we've all been waiting for, really.
Yeah, safe.
Yeah, hang on, let me just get this mic level. Yo.
Yep.
And can you check the microphone for me, please, good sir?
Check 1, 2.
That's
So are we there? We nice.
Yeah, no, it's nice.
It's theirs.
Right, okay, so for all of
much
our
it.
listeners, okay,
man.
I've got Mr. Trafic MC in the house.
Yeah.
I nearly done your government name again.
Yeah. No, it's nice. Cool. It's cool. It's because we know each other on a personal level, man.
No, like, old habits never died.
Yeah, man.
But,
Yeah.
bruv, what a show. I mean,
man.
you've had a host of bangers for us. It's been
Tell you what, I tried.
totally awesome. You killed it, bruv. I was expecting that much
Safe
from
one.
you.
Thank
You
you,
kill it every
dude.
time.
Thanks, sir.
Right, for anyone who doesn't know you, let's do a quick introduction.
Cool.
Because this is the interview segment. We always do an interview. We film it by DHACK Media. We got Rogan Josh
Nice.
on there and everyone doing it.
Yeah.
Covered by Wordlife Extra over there. But yeah, so for anyone who's just tuned in and don't know who you are,
Yeah.
Trafic MC.
Trafic MC. So yeah, just started in about 2012. I've always been writing. I've been writing since I was about 16, but I never really started rapping. It was more for like a thing to sort of just get like put myself in other people's shit. It was the only thing in my life that sort of when I listened to lyrics and when I wrote them that it actually made sense, if you know what I mean. Like I failed like English language like 3 times, and it's just like
times?
Yeah, because like in a sense it was just such a struggle to do that kind of thing. But like you asked me to write an email, so I start breaking out in sweat. But like something about when it goes into a rhyming form and it gets broken down, things just cement in my head a bit more. So like the first tune I wrote was called Split Personality, and it was helping me sort of like put myself in my sister's shoes for a bit. 'Cause she just went through the sort of usual like growing up like worries and all that kind of stuff, and it just helped me like sympathise with her a little bit more and work out what was going through her rather than thinking, do you know what, lyrics just made me empathetic. They genuinely did. They started helping me. So then I came to Bristol and discovered all of you bloody lovely ravers, and drum and bass is exciting, isn't it? So I was like, how can I get involved in this? How can I do this? And like, so I started actually. I discovered dubstep. I was that 18-year-old dubstep kiddie that like heard that meow, and I was like, what is this? Like, gone from being like having a boombox taken out of school like with 8D batteries, listening to G-Unit with like, and then going into and then mate, I was that kiddie at school. You know what I mean? I was out playing ball with the D battery, but oh damn, I got to get the charger again. And then I discovered dubstep, and I just thought, you know what, I just want to learn how to mix. So I got a set of decks from Freecycle, those old belt drive ones where like if you blew on it would change. And then I started driving for Carousel and K-Dan. That was the main thing of drum and bass. That was my sort of first introduction to it, because I just didn't know what it was. It wasn't really around me from back home or anything like that. So then I showed K-Dan a lyric, and he was like, just find someone, please find a DJ. Yeah. And then I found Cantle. Cantle runs the Ink clothing label.
Yeah.
And he was
of course, yeah.
And he was living next door to me, and I went round, and you know what, he really helped me out. And I just started with him, and then from then on I was just like, oh, hello. What's going on? It's one of my ones.
No, that's fine. I've got that lined up to play in the background. Don't worry, they're not just skip it. But it just randomly popped in quite loud.
It's just I can't help it. Yeah.
Maybe it's something you said.
Yeah, right. And then since then it's just kind of like just gone from strength to strength, and I just kept grinding and just kept going, and like just kept trying, just kept putting. So I started putting on my own nights, and then I got noticed by a guy called Modified Perspective. He introduced me to Octopi, then who runs the drum and bass stage at Nostock. He brought me to Nostock in 2013. And I think before then I played to probably about 50 people in room 2 in basement. Okay. Like, do you know what I mean? It was one of those ones. Like, and then he chopped me in. He was like, "Yo, so we need a host for Kazra." And I'm like, "Critical record label host." I'm like, "Okay, cool, yeah, I'll do that." And then it was right place, right time, man. 10 minutes before the end, 10 minutes before they were supposed to go on to like second to last set. It's like 2,500 people. The 2 MCs dropped out, and then I just looked around the corner, and they were like, "We need a host." And I'm like, okay, let's go. And do you know what? Since then, Nos, I got a massive shout out for Nostock, because they've had me back every year. That's done nothing but wonders for me. And then it's just been meeting people like yourself, and meeting just people through the scene, like linking up with DHACK, and then building this little just this little network of people and community, and it's like it started with all my music people that I used to hang around with. It'd be like, oh, it's just music, and it's just like now they're all family. Like it's just, and it's lovely. It's just lush. So yeah, that's where I'm. That's a brief introduction.
just
sorry about that little brief. Concise as ever.
Anyone who got lost amongst that, this is Trafic MC.
Yeah, this is.
So now that's pretty much everything that we needed to know.
Sorry about that. I like to talk.
Well, now you've done really good. I mean, that was information packed, and that's really good. I like that, bro. That's honestly, too many times I interview people, and I'm like, yeah, so can you introduce yourself? Yeah, I'm MC Dude. That's special. You know, it's like, yeah. Bruv, you're a G. As you say, met you many times in events. I can't imagine how many years ago it is.
Jesus, it must have been like, I think I first started. Because it was your, like, I swear it was when were you rolling with Confusion, or was it DHACK MEDIA that was on? And it was ages ago. I saw some. It was like it was at least 2010. It was at least back then, because you knew Ali from all like Nine Tree lot and all them. So it was just like that was it. And then I first started like seeing you and like jamming, and it was the drill, because you and Drills used to do nights and stuff together. And that was it. That was the one. That was the one. That's it. Yeah, I think it was those ones. Yeah,
that was good. I mean,
they were fun, man.
The drill stuff.
Yeah.
That was. They were good times.
They were, man. Yeah, they were, but they develop, things develop, and you know what, like watching.
And that's made us who we are today.
Yeah, exactly, man.
Bruv, now you're killing it. Bruv, I've had messages, and I've refrained from reading them out.
I'm interested.
Someone's just texted, they said they've still got copies of Trafic's 3-part CD.
Yes,
they gave me a couple years ago at Noisia in Aberystwyth.
Yeah, I got lucky. Right? Yeah, I was just playing with Noisia, man. That was a mental one, and that was Jesus. That's blast from the past.
Yeah. Also, we've got hang on, there's basically, love the Trafic report.
The old
from Carla Parliamental.
Oh yeah. Old Carla Parliamental. Yeah, Trafic report. Just like, oh god, stupid. That was fun. Like it was just like, she just started. She just started chucking stuff about, and it was when I broke my heel, and she was just like, "Hey, Trafic report, back in the cast again." I was funny, man. She's just like, she's funny, she's brilliant. She's been there from the start, though. She's been one who's seen me since 2010, when I was that fresh-faced kiddie trying to double time with a little bit of punch, when you know.
Because I remember you always had a lot of support and love from the bass on you.
I really did, man. Like Maria, like she runs Sensation Entertainment. She's doing a thing. She was brilliant. Like I did my first ever gig down at Timbuktu. And I didn't realise Mike Black was a thing ever. Like I didn't even think that was a thing, because I never even knew it was a thing. So I'm 10 minutes into my first ever gig, and like you remember Timbuktu when they had the cage thing, and I just got these two guys just reach over like bang, and I'm there like wearing a Mr. Men like bright yellow Mr. Happy t-shirt, like, can I have it? Can I have that back, please? And then she just comes up and she's like, not an open mic, mate. And like, so I was like, she ripped it off them for me. Like I was only 18 at the time, so I'm like, she just, bless her. She like, so with her, like, she's pushed me from strength to strength, and she's really helped me. So
I remember she was doing the elbow room.
So she did, and then that was it. I was living with her, so I was like, do you want me to come give you a hand setting up the decks? Because like she's good at getting it out there, but like you give her a phono cable. Yeah. So then, and that was actually the reason then she booked Modified Perspective, who then got me on, who then brought me. He saw me play with Cantle. He gave me the flyer.
Okay.
And then said, come down to my next night and put me with Octopi. So without those elbow room nights, none of this. So
that's where it come from.
Yeah, man.
Big up, man. Again.
Yeah, big up, man. So,
yeah, geez. So you got a good lot of people supporting you.
I'm really lucky, man. I'm very, very lucky. They are beautiful people that have always, and now I don't see, like, Maz is off.
She's all over the world, though,
dude. Jesus sakes, so it's like massive shouts to her. So when we do get to chat, I mean, we probably see each other every like once every like 2 years now, have a proper catch up. Yeah, mate, she's killing it. She's doing it really well. It's all right when we retire and we go to an island, like when we're 70. That's when we can have a proper catch up. You know what I mean? That's when we can chill.
No, it's good. It's good. Excuse me. So projects, CDs, stuff like that.
Right.
How many have you done?
So it started off with what I wanted to do.
He said there's a 3-part.
So there's a 3-part series called Switching Lanes. So I wanted to be able to come up with something that I could give to a promoter. It didn't matter if you wanted me to go on with Andy C or LSB or Lensman or just any. So I wanted to be able to come up with it. So I came up with Fast Lane, Middle Lane, Slow Lane, and I've got 3 different DJs to do it. So I had Octopi on the jump uppy, like upfront stuff. Just pick up with UFO and Now Ill Truth on middle techie stuff, and then qualified perspective on the slow lane, and I took all these lyrics that I'd written and split them all across it, so there's no repeated lyrics. So I did that so it's 2015. So I had that. September was fast lane, October was middle lane, November was slow lane, and then December was the Spaghetti Junction album.
Jeez,
so ding, ding, ding.
That's
ready to do it,
man.
and that's when I booked Dead Players down at the Attic, and that was good fun.
That was the first
one. That was the one, man.
Bruh, when you went up on stage and tried
so I went up because what I did is I had all three bundles.
Yeah.
For Ghost Town, Baxter, and Dabbler. I was like, they're not forgetting me. Do you know what I mean? With a couple of treats and stuff for them. Right, I went up and I've got a beer. I've just played my whole album. I've never done like stuff like that, so I'm losing it. I'm ecstatic, and I'm like, right, this is our last tune. And then 1 minute I'm just mouthing along with the words, and the next minute Baxter's like, here's the mic, and like, it was one of those dream moments. You know what I mean? You couldn't have written it. It couldn't have gone any better. And
that was a great.
And since then, I've booked Dabs and like had Baxter back, and it's like, you know, they've chucked me on with them since then, and it's just built this brilliant relationship. It's been, it's been great.
You proved your worth on that though. Like, you shut it down. That was one of them ones where like you not just triple speed, you went quad speed on it.
I had to. I didn't know what to do because I
think your mouth caught on fire at one point. Honestly, there was definitely smoke rings and stuff coming out. Yeah, it was a bit.
My guy.
No, it was levels.
Yeah,
man. Honestly, I'd like to see some of that possibly in a bit.
Oh, you will. Oh, you will, mate. If you got something fire for me, I'll try and keep up with it, my mate. I'm looking forward to the one. Yeah.
There's one. I won't say what it is, but it might be Cox's Pied Piper.
Yeah.
All right, fair. Bruv, right. Now, basically, we've got, I'd say, a minute left of this interview.
Safe.
Now, everything's a digital age nowadays. If this happened, Trafic on the internet, I'm just sure it's just going to bring up Trafic.
It's Trafic MC with one F, because it's easy to find me, guys.
That's what I was going to say.
It's easy to find me, and I've got a SoundCloud out there. If you go on my SoundCloud, there's clips of my Spaghetti Junction album with a free download link, so you can download the whole album there for free.
Yeah.
There's the fast lane, the middle lane, the slow lane, that's all on there. You've got the intersection, which is on there as well, which is another one, and I've got 30 and 30. There's loads. There's 3 different playlists. You've got Spaghetti Junction, you've got all of my mixes on there, and then you've got the like certain releases, and on through there you can either like some of them are for free download, but the whole Spaghetti Junction album, go and get it. Yeah. Just copy it. It's in the description. There's Trafic MC 1F. Yeah. That's all you need to know.
I think we covered the bases.
I think we've done it all.
Honestly, it's been an honour having you on it.
Man, thank you so much.
It was a must-have for me. You know what I mean? As I say, you've been putting in work for a long time out here, and it's well deserved. We've now got about, I'd say about 17 minutes to the end of the show. I'm going to get straight into the adverts now.
Yep.
And then let's go to
and then we're going to get back and do this thing.
Let's do this. My brother, let's go. Right.
You're listening to Ujima 98 FM. The heart of Bristol. Keep on moving.